Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're hiking and camping on the summit of a local ski hill, Mont Sutton in Quebec. They also have a disc golf course on the way. Now you are able to take a chairlift to go up. It leads you about halfway, but I think it takes away from the experience of hiking. Should have maybe taken the chairlift. Alright, we've made it to the midway point. This is where the chairlift would have brought us. It's halfway. It's a harder half though. So take a little break here, have a little snack, and we continue on. Alright, coming up on the first campsite. This is one of the less nice ones, less scenic ones. Not too bad actually. Ours is number 4, so we'll keep going. So unfortunately there is still a fire ban going on, so there won't be a campfire tonight. But this is our spot. So this will be the tent for tonight. It's the North Face Stormbreak. Stormbreak 3. Should be for 3 people, but we'll see. We're actually 2 tonight. My wife is joining me. It's actually really nice to have a table for once to set up my gear on instead of just having it all over the ground. I've never set this up before, which is like one of the number 1 rules is always practice setting up your gear at home. I don't do that. I just figure it out when I'm there, so it might take a few minutes, but we'll get it set up. Also, you may have noticed I did an outfit change. I did bring a second t-shirt knowing it would be soaked by the time I got up here. So if you're wondering why I changed shirts, that's why. So there it is. I should probably start reading instructions. But one thing I noticed right off the bat is they color one of the tie-down points so you know how to match the rainfly to the tent, which is a pretty cool feature. I'll go in more in detail once I've actually used it a few times. Well, that's home for tonight. Now this is a piece of equipment I'm actually really excited to use. It's by a company called Grand Trunk. I've never actually used any of their products before. The reason why I'm excited is because this is a blanket, a sleeping bag, and an underquilt slash overquilt for a hammock. And I was really surprised how small it packs down. I look big on camera, but next to me, compared to a thermocell. Not a good comparison, but it's actually half the size of a regular sleeping bag. And it's good. They say it's good until 40 Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna try it out tonight. I'll give a better review on it once I've used it a few times, but I got it specifically to use with a hammock, and very excited to use it. Alright, I'll be going over the sleep setup real quick. There are two Climate Static V's. This is my go-to summer backpacking pad. It's really light. It's a pretty good budget option too, so it's light, it packs down really small, and that's basically why I choose it. This is the Grand Trunk 3-in-1 I was talking about. I'll go into more detail after I've used it a few times as well. There we have that's also from Climate. That is a Climate Versa blanket. We have the Teton pillow, and we have a Sea to Summit pillow. This is actually one of my favorites. And that's pretty much it for tonight. It won't be too cold, so we don't need anything too extreme. But that should be fine. We should be comfortable with that. And another piece of gear I'm really excited to use is this. This is from GSI. It is a 2-can cooler. So, unfortunately, most craft breweries make like tall cans. So I can only fit one. It's meant to fit two 355 milliliter or 12 ounce cans. I'm going to try it out a few times before I give a better review on it. So far, my beer is actually still cold, so that's a good sign. I did go on a few day hikes with it in like full summer, and I would say the beer was acceptable at best. So I'll go in more detail on this, but I'm actually really excited to start using this. For today's beer, we have Farnham Lager. This is a white German wheat, 5% from Farnham Lager. They're actually nearby in the east end of Montreal. And one thing cool about them is they used to sell mix packs. I don't know if they still do. I say used to because I haven't seen them in a while. But they sell mix packs of 4 cans of beer, and they actually sell them in full metal ammo cans. Not like a plastic box, or not plastic box, but a cardboard box you're gonna throw in the recycling after. Just an actual metal ammo can. That was really cool. So cheers everyone. Could really use like a cap on my beer so bugs don't get in. No mosquitoes, but tons of little flies everywhere. As for the food, there's a fire ban, so we'll be cooking on the fire. And we're actually driving straight to Vermont tomorrow. We're about like 30 minutes from the Vermont border. We're going straight thereafter, so I wasn't sure about the law, what they allow with isobutane canisters. I'm pretty sure they're allowed, but didn't really care to chance it. So we brought some sandwiches and like fruits and veggies. There is a chalet over there that we can go check, and they might have food to sell. So we're gonna go do that now. Cheers. I swear this didn't happen on purpose. This is the menu, but that's the same tent I have. This place is actually a really nice introduction to backpacking. It's a really short hike up. It's about an hour and a half. But there's washrooms up here, there's water, there's a snack bar, you can get beer. So it's a really good introduction to people who might be intimidated for, not having all the right gear, all the unknowns. Oh. Back in a few minutes, so we'll wait. Alright, little correction on the beer. Farnham is not in the east end of Montreal, they are east of Montreal, so about an hour east of Montreal. And we just got back from the chalet, got some chips, and they actually have a really good menu. However, everything has to be cooked on either a fire, or they actually have a few barbecues provided, but just didn't really care much to do that. But the menu itself was actually pretty good. Heading back to our campsite now, gonna have some dinner. Seems like the bugs died down a little bit. So sad seeing a fire pit go unused, but unfortunately there's hundreds of wildfires going on in Canada right now, which is why there's a fire ban, and which is why there's no fire today. Luckily my last video, there was no ban yet, but it was about a week before, and you know, I was fully aware it was dry out and it was hot, so that's why I made my fire in my little Tokes wood stove. And then within days they announced a whole fire ban along the province, so that's why there's no fire. And because of that, we're gonna call it an early night. Gonna go hide in a tent now, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning everyone. As you can see, it's a bit windy today, this morning. Slept pretty good. It rained and it got pretty windy this morning, and the tent held up fine. My only complaint is the zippers on the vestibule here. They tend to snag a bit, which might be on my part, so far really happy about it. And like I mentioned, we were going to Vermont first thing in the morning, so no breakfast. We're just gonna pack up and head out. So thank you very much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.